Hi, hey, and hello, and welcome back to your one and only stop for Littlest Pet Shop and Art Until You Drop. My name is Jador, your one and only host, and today I will be showing you guys my art process. Or really my digital art process. I might do a traditional art process, but I'm not sure. Um, so today our subjects are OCs of my friend. I will have her uh mentioned in the title. Let's just jump straight into this. So what I'm doing first off is line art, and most of the time I like to upload a picture I drew traditionally and transfer it to my digital program on my tablet. The program I use is Sketch. It's not nothing fancy. I just used it for a while, so I'm most comfortable with it. But you can honestly use anything, as well as you can almost use about any brush. Brushes honestly should not define if you're good or not. For this project, I'm going for more of a pencil-y look because I really like that like sketchy feel. Later on, you will see that the line art color eventually does change and at times becomes more of like a gradient. And that's just to add more depth. I like to add depth when I am doing digital art. Even though honestly, I haven't done as much as I should. So comment if you want more digital art instead of traditional art or don't really care and just like art in general. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up for this section. Now on to the next section. So for this section, I will be laying out all my base colors. And what I like to do for this is sometimes put colors that I'm not gonna eventually use, because since I am using black as the line art, it can be hard when I am using darker colors on the black line art, especially since there might be like a halo effect, especially if you use bucket tool or just filling it in like I'm doing. So there could be a chance of a little crack appearing in the piece, and of course you don't want that. So I would recommend starting out with like really bright colorful colors. Now on to the next section, rendering. This is one of my favorite ones to do, but it's obviously quite time consuming, but trust me, it is all worth it in the end, based off of pure passion alone. What I like to do is use the lasso tool a lot. The lasso tool really helps me get hard edges and sometimes soft edges. That's something you should reach for, mixing hard and soft edges, because I know it's really tempting to just smudge out everything or just make everything a hard area. But if that's your style, then sure. But if you'd like to level up your art a bit more, then I'd recommend implementing those. Adding simple redness to certain areas like the nose, the ears, the cheeks will really help your piece feel more human-like and alive. I would also recommend you highly look into lighting and color theory. Now, I of course have a long ways to go, but I have a really basic grasp of color theory. Um, I would recommend you use a little more than complementary colors, because over time I realized I was just using complementary colors all the time when triadic or analogous colors work just as well. So, and complementary colors aren't inherently bad, but it's always fun to experiment, right? One thing I like to do, especially for my characters with longer hair, is that I'd make the hair the color of the background, because this makes it so the hair is like not one full mass, because hair is obviously not a mass. It has strands, but it's obviously a little uncanny if you draw every single strand. So having the hair in the background the same color or near the same color as the background will definitely help your eyes differentiate what's important or what's the main focus of the art piece. I also don't make the rendering layer, at least for like the skin for example, I don't put the shading on different layers, so it's easier for me to mix in with the skin better. On to our final section, we have detailing. And I know rendering is fun, but you have not lived until you put a little bit of extra detail in a piece. Especially, I like to put whites in the eyes, and as you can see, I like to put like gloss around the characters. I realize I might overdo it at times, but it's like really fun to me. It looks so playful, it looks so fun when I do it. I also like to do little highlights in the hair, as you can see, and I'm experimenting with the background. I looked at a ton of references, and as you can see, they're on the beach. They're just having fun flying kites. I added little people in the back and sand, and I try to add the sun, but the sun isn't the main focus of this piece. So I'll see you in the end of this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope my process might inspire something in your guys' process. But no matter how you do it, your art is yours. And that's not me just being all la 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 la, art is so fun. Well, art is fun, but of course, like, whatever you make, it's yours, and nobody can ever tell you no different. Of course, if you'd like to level up your art more, that is completely okay, and something I strive to do all the time, because creativity is honestly a little bit of work, but that makes it all the more rewarding. So yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I know I said that twice, but if you are at the end of this video, comment purple. I'll see it if anybody stays. So bye.